What I think is that people simply just need to be held more accountable. But yeah, that's way too broad of a discussion of why our politicians aren't held accountable.
Yeah. Well, but see, the answer to that would be they are every 2 years, every 4 years. They are held 6 years, depending on what office you're talking about. They are held accountable.
Well,
they get reelected or they don't.
But they, problems with politicians are not properly put out there. They're not properly published. If Republicans were held accountable,
or we've just gotten to where their problems don't bother us anymore.
Well, and there's so many people that they really don't know beyond the name of the president.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I 5 years ago couldn't have told you the name of a single person probably in the Senate or in the House of Representatives. I didn't know who my Colorado senators or reps were. Mm-hmm. I do now, but 5 years ago I didn't, and 5 years ago I was 27. It's not like I was a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just people, and I kind of get that too. It's very select people who actually pay attention to too much of this stuff. Mm-hmm. And I don't think it's always healthy. I think it's good to pull yourself away from it.
I agree with that.
But I mean, I think there's a lot of people who their opinion of politics and politicians and how they vote depends on what they're told by people that they trust. If I follow it and friends and family know that I follow all this and they go, okay, well, Corey holds the same values that I do. How are you going to vote on this policy that's coming up? And I say, well, here's how I think the vote should be. And that's probably all the interest they have in knowing about it. And that may be all they want. And I think to a degree that's okay. I think it's okay to vote with people that you hold the same values with.
We probably will.
But it's just, but then, as that were, but now you've got a whole generation of college students where, 90% of professors in colleges across the country are Democrat bent. And now all their values are being pushed on entire generations.
We don't know what the actual percentage is, but it's big.
It's about that. I think that's pretty close.
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up because I think I'm pretty close on that.
My light keeps going off on my keyboard.
Yeah, I wish it didn't time out like that, but you just got to tap that space bar.
See if I can beat you to it.
Probably. You type faster than I do.
Democratic professors
9-1
outnumber Republicans 9-1, according to the Washington Examiner. Well, aren't you just a smarty pants?
Well, I follow this stuff now.